thing I like about conservative news is that these people are nationalists, most of them, all of them. And when they see that their people are not doing right or not moving in a way that they want to, they go off and they will let their people have it. Like there was somebody Trump wanted to appoint and they didn't want him. And the people went off, and his people was like, no, and if you do this, and this gonna be this, that, and the third, and they really went hard, and he didn't pick that person. So, they hold their people accountable. At least I'm talking about the journalists. I don't know about the politicians, whatever. But so far, they seem like they're holding him down in his agenda. But this is another news that I like. There's so many independent news that I watch, but Anthony Brian Logan is on kind of like every day. And this one is called The Next News Network. And I like this one. And I just like it because it's just not biased. They show all of the news. And it's not just like, one side story. You know what I'm saying? So I like this one. And do I agree with everything these people be saying? No. Who agreed? You guys agreed with everything that the Democratic Party, you agree with everything Biden was doing and the people that was, propping him up like Weekend at Bernie's and running the country while he was somewhere sleeping drugged up. Y'all agreed with that? You're not going to agree with everything that somebody does. But I agree with majority of the decisions he's making.
I was there in the White House when something extraordinary happened this week, something CNN and MSNBC refused to show you. The room was packed with hundreds of Black Americans celebrating President Trump, but that's not the whole story. I watched firsthand as Trump announced the National Garden of American Heroes would feature statues of Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, and Muhammad Ali. I saw the media's faces when he praised Tim Scott as the father of opportunity zones. And of course, they look terrified. Why? Because what I witnessed completely destroys their narrative. And tonight I'll show you what really happened. And standing in the White House this week, I saw how Trump is energizing the Black community. Now, let me tell you how to energize.
What's so messed up about the mainstream media that makes me annoyed and why I don't like to watch it is that they always put one side of the story. I could see if they put their side and then they told the rest of the news, but it's just always so one-sided and so biased, And only the independent media really reported any of this stuff that they had with this Black History celebration that they had at the White House. No one really reported it on it like it should have been, except for these people.
Homes efficiency. While the mainstream media wastes energy pushing false narratives, this breakthrough technology helps you.
He got his little ad in here. Let me skip that.
All right. Now, this is the moment that I filed my very first report outside the White House.
And what I love about this White House too is that they don't just have legacy media and their, globalist media at the White House. They have so many hundreds of journalists that they want to make the room bigger because they've allowed so many people. The Biden administration banned 400 different journalists from coming there. So who wants an administration like that we don't even, you can't even get a different opinion of what they're doing. It's only like one-sided. It's crazy.
Outside the White House. Tonight, something remarkable happened inside that building right behind me, the White House, something the media won't tell you. That's right. The President Donald Trump, just 1 month into his historic second term, hosted a Black History Month event. Let's just say the room was packed with Black Americans who aren't buying the lies anymore. Because here's the truth. The Democrat Party for decades has taken Black voters for granted.
Yes,
that's not me saying it. That's exactly what we heard today from the people in that room. And why wouldn't they feel that way? Think about it. Trump's been in office just 31 days. And what has he done? He secured the border, slashed regulations, cut costs at the pump, re-energized American industry, and delivered real economic results. Meanwhile, the Democrats, they spent 4 years gaslighting the American people while letting
and in wars with Israel and Palestine and Ukraine and Russia and making deals with China and India. I don't understand how he does so much. And for everybody worried about transparency, this is the only president I've seen that just get up there and say what he gonna say. He ain't got no teleprompter, no notes, no nothing. The journalists are going hard on him. The ones that are against him, ones that are for him, he takes his questions, he answers, he gives logical explanations, and he knows what's going on in the world. He knows what work he's doing. He knows what he's working on. I feel like he's on point. I don't have a problem with anything so far. I really don't.
Letting inflation skyrocket and pushing radical policies that nobody asked for. But what happened inside wasn't just about policy. It was about something deeper. We saw Black Americans standing up, looking around the room, and realizing they are not alone. One speaker said, and I quote, "We vote in our best interest now." And that interest...
Yay! It's about time we vote in our interest instead of just voting across the board Democrat, and we don't even know why we're doing that. You ask people, why are you voting Democrat across the board? Oh, because for generations since the Civil Rights Act, that did nothing for us either. We're just going to keep voting for these people, even though our lives are living hell and our communities are terrible, our schools are terrible, the prisons are filled with our people. Make it make sense.
A secure border, lower taxes, and a leader who actually delivers. And one of the most striking moments, David Harris Jr., a longtime Trump supporter, Donald Trump called him up. He took the mic. He called out the mainstream media's manipulation, saying he left the Democrat Party and now has his own show on Newsmax to expose their lies. Another speaker made it clear Trump's reelection wasn't just political. It was divinely ordained. And then there was Tiger Woods. Yes, Tiger Woods, one of the greatest golfers of all time.
I don't have to interject right here about Tiger Woods. I definitely could feel like they could have picked somebody better than Tiger Woods. Because remember, Tiger tried to say he wasn't black. Remember that? I ain't gonna never forget that. I always remember the people that say that shit. You know, he wasn't really trying to, you know, embrace his blackness. That's probably why he didn't have much to say being up there. I don't know. You know, I'll give Tiger a break, but, you know, he's just the last of people that I would think of, you know. But then again, a lot of black entertainers and sports players, they are, you know, they're liberals. They are, for whatever reason, they are supporters of the Democratic globalists, you know, most likely because the globalist probably owns the corporation or, you know, organization that they work for.
Time stood alongside President Trump at this event. Just a few years ago, Trump awarded him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and today he was back standing proudly with the man he calls his friend. So as the media continues their meltdown, desperately trying to pretend this isn't happening, remember what we saw here today. Black voters aren't just leaving the Democrat Party, they are running, and they are not looking back. I'm Gary Franchi reporting right outside the White House. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning. Tonight, something...